Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a mighty fine Sunday. I can't believe it's already the end of the week again. Oh well, ouch. Somehow I managed to sprain my wrist yesterday while renovating. I have no clue how I managed to do that. I just know that I still have pain in my wrist. Oh well, let's get distracted with it, with a bit more of trigger lore. So let's get right into it. Ow, ow, ow. Holy shit. There we go. There we are. Alright, let's see. 0 point calibration. Oh, another new thing. Virtual world. Brimstone. No. Little Night Speed Challenge. Oh. Oh. Let's get into it. Out of sight, whispers from beyond the river dwell in eyes. Okie doke. This is a story that took place in the past. The story of a rookie proxy named Phaethon, who meets a young lady at the crossroads of fate. Oh, so that's when we were basically like moving in there? Well, we've been on 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commissions have we taken these past few days? We're still newbies, so you know how it is. We haven't received many commissions yet. It's okay. We're starting our proxy business and video store from scratch, side by side. It'll take time. These days, I've been focused on managing the store, so thank you for taking care of our internet business, Belle. Having this cozy little home with you is already much better than the life we had just after leaving the academy. As long as we slowly build our reputation, we'll eventually have a chance to uncover clues about the fall of the old capital. Well, we'll take it slow. Ow, 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 what is that? Yeesh. Yeah, but I still want to take on some commissions. Belle, your enthusiasm is really something. Your troubles will soon be resolved. I saw how hard you've been researching for commissions, so these past few days I found an intelligence broker on internet who can introduce commissions to us. As long as we can establish a long-term partnership with this professional intelligence broker, we shouldn't have to worry about getting commissions in the future. As your older brother, I also want to be able to help you. Ouch, ouch, 1 second. Jeez. Good job. Not bad, Wise. So that's how we got to meet, I forgot his name, dang it. I know who he's talking about, but I forgot his name. Thanks. I think I've done it a good job too. I arranged to meet him at the store today. He should be arriving soon. At the moment, some knocking comes from the door. He's here, just in time. Well, let's go talk to him. Who knows? Maybe a cool surprise will be waiting for us on our first commission with him. I really can't remember his name. Damn, actually, no data. So, okay. Really looks readily set up. This one looks old. Just a lot of packaging going on. Let's see how about up here. Can't go in that room. Shit. Debunked! Why is there that picture if it's in the past? Ay, ay, ay. Unbelievable. As the front doors open, a man in a suit walks in. Although he wears a friendly and reliable smile, there's still something slightly off about him. Yes, it's him. Bella, allow me to introduce you to our future partner, the intelligence broker I found on internet. Ah, Shepard, that was it. Nice to meet you both. You can call me Shepard. I'm glad you two choose to work with me. By the way, are you just starting out in this line of work? Nice to meet you. We haven't been in the business for too long. I understand. It's normal for rookie proxies like you to have a hard time finding commissions. But please don't worry. As an intelligence broker, I exist precisely for people like you. Let me check my notes. Your name is Faithen, right? What kind of commissions do you usually specialize in? We're great in any commissions. We have superior technology. What an energetic response. These days, many young proxies lack the energy you have. That being said, combat-related commissions might be a bit tricky, right? You two don't seem like fighters, and hiring combat personnel can be expensive for new proxies. To be honest, I'm not sure I feel comfortable signing anything dangerous. We'll find our own way to resolve that. I believe you see it in the actual commission. The actual commission, huh? Well then, I happen to have a recently issued commission that could serve as the perfect starting point for our partnership. I believe this commission is of the perfect difficulty to assess your abilities. If you're interested, let me explain the details. Shall we move to a more convenient place to talk? It's not suitable to talk about this at the counter, so we move to a small room with Shepard to discuss things in detail.
Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
Why would you need a proxy for
Not
that?
to be rude to the client, but guiding people through the hollows is what a proxy does. A commission that doesn't even require stepping in one seems kind of pointless for us to handle, right?
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
I see. Okay. Well,
You've
I
made
guess
your
we do it.
point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
Shepard nods in satisfaction, pulls out 3 items from the pocket: a harmonica, a sheet of music, and an old photo. Huh. It's Trigger. A somewhat aged photograph, though the image remains fairly clear. A blonde young woman with her eyes covered leans against the wall. For some reason, her silhouette seems fragile, as if she might shatter into pieces at any moment, filled with such profound sadness. Oh.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just
Gives me
ping
some
me on
Zelda
Knock Knock.
vibes.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Well, I guess we're going to the port.
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then.
Oh,
Remember?
really?
I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Why do you sound mad?
Superior seagulls.
Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find.
I wonder, since we can go to the roof on a store, why? I'm really wondering, have they installed solar panels? Then they would at least make the electricity bill a bit cheaper. Port Promenade. Well, we've arrived. Time to find our missing person. However, it was a week ago when we saw that lady. We can't be sure if she's the person we're looking for. Even if she is, it's uncertain whether she's still around here. We better get started. Right. Since we don't have any other leads right now, let's try our luck here. I'll attempt to hack into the cameras to check if she's been around recently. As for you, Belle, take the photo and ask the locals and passerbys around here. Okie doke. Let's ask this too. Oh, actually quite a lot of people that we can ask. Ooh. Let's take the long route first. Hello. Strange woman. Answer me. Hello has no feelings. Is it really not possible without insurance? What? Right. It seems you're the contact sent by headquarters. You've already placed the item in the hollow closest to here. Make sure to pick it up. Have you seen this person? I'm very confused. What photo? Let me have a look. I've never seen her before. Is she one of the targets of this job? Or is she some kind of witness? Someone who saw the scene before? No. Looking at her eyes, it's unlikely she's the latter. Do you need to send someone to find her? No, it's fine. What do you mean? Never mind, I don't care. Just make sure you pick up the goods. We might want to stay away from that person. Something fishy is going on over there, and I don't think we want to be part of that. What about her? It's time to go home. Hello, have you seen this person? Me? I don't usually come around this area, so I might not be much help. But I'll take a look. I don't think I've seen her. If you're looking for someone, it might be better to ask the PubSec officer in this area. The other local officers don't seem to be doing much. They haven't even dealt with the abandoned ether batteries floating in the sea. Abandoned ether batteries? Yeah. Disposable batteries. I saw no one was handling them, so I collected a batch myself and threw them in this trash can. If left unattended, they pollute the environment. But they're kind of pitiful, aren't they? The batteries? I guess. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I should be heading back now. Good luck with your search. Thank you. And good luck with taking care of pollution. What this dude? Fisherman. Yeah. No results today. I told them the bait wouldn't work. They didn't believe me. Hello, have you seen this person? I'm just a fisherman staring at the bucket, power and fishing line all day. How could I recognize anyone? I know a reliable type of bait. The other day, when greeting Enzo, who lives next to me, I learned that he occasionally goes fishing. I recommended the bait that Enzo usually used to the man. You don't look like someone who's been fishing. Are you sure about this? Nah. Whatever, I'll give it a try next time. Let me see the photo of the person you're looking for. Oh. I think I remember this girl. Okay. I'm here fishing every day, and she was here some time ago walking along this one walkway. Do you know where she lives? How would I know? Most of the time my mind is focused on fishing. It was just that day. that day I got tired of fishing, so I got up to take a walk and happened to see her. I've only seen her that one time. If you need, I can help keep an eye out. But for now, I really don't know any more about this girl. Alright, thanks. Well, at least we know that it was her. Oh, I could only ask a certain amount of people. Yeah. I've asked a few people, but none of the clues seem particularly useful. I should head back and discuss our progress with ones. Don't you mean my progress? Commerce. Did that just load in or what? Yeah. What's she doing over there? She's scouting out. Oh.
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
I was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now, though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
You pulled the harmonica and glancing at the sheet music. It's a melody you've never heard before. Taking a deep breath, you let the notes flow and start to play. It does sound nice though. That was pretty accurate. Whatever, you think it sounded good at least. The music continues for half a minute. And then...
how do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Wait, that's her.
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... Wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you.
Color change.
If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Wise shoots your questioning glance. The blindfolded woman from the photo. Oh.
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Let's head back to the store.
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time, but I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Karen. You return to the video store with a woman who calls herself Karen. Along the way, you introduce yourself and share a bit of your fledgling proxy business.
Miss Caron, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way,
Oh,
the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
How did you see that?
Oh, let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp. I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
That's pretty impressive.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
Cool. Subtle silence fills the room. It's clear you each have secrets you don't want to share with others, and there's an unspoken understanding between you. As the silence is on the brink of becoming awkward, knock sounds at the door from outside.
It's me again! You two found the target already? Wow,
Yup.
Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
Nice. I mean, we only found it out of sheer luck that we've met her before, I guess. But where's the client?
High efficiency? It's nothing really. By the way, didn't the client come with you? Charon here would like to meet them.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his Knock Knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
Then he's in danger? Yep.
Based on what you've said, there's a good chance the client encountered some trouble involving the hollow. Still, it's too early to say for sure.
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's all right. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a
Don't you
soldier.
worry.
I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combat skills. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
Well. Yeah, we can do
We'd
that.
like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how Wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
Alright.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
What?
No worries.
We're gonna
Seeing how
help you.
determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
Blind pursuit. Mm-hmm. 58.
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
I only handle practice is vital.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
The cup of hot water, oh my god. It's everywhere. Lock and load.
Miss Charon, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Alright.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Okay. Well then, I guess for now you will lead the way.
Oh? Well, why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
I'll pierce right through. It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy.
Well, okay. Oh, first we gotta get this close.
Adjusting for wind.
Great timing.
Fire support
Yeah.
ready. You're in my sights. Supporting position.
Stand
Show
still.
no mercy. The path ahead.
Oh, jeez.
It should
Not
be
a
right around
cool
here.
Woofy.
I wasn't here too long ago. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think. You're in my sights.
Caught you red-handed.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
That's probably the case of what happened.
Adjusting for wind.
That's why each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot.
Target locked.
You're not lost because you can't remember.
Fire support ready.
After you left the hollow,
guy's gonna
spatial
take a while.
distortion occurred. That's why.
My bullets are one with the wind.
You walked right into this one.
Time to pin them down.
Perfectly lined up.
Nice.
You're in my sights.
Nope, it's moving up fast. That's not the moment it's
This
not
little one is so
moving
cute. I'll
properly.
just explode.
Show no mercy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh. Let me just do this real quick.
Yep.
I'll pierce right through. Copy. Ether vision activate.
Easy work. Following order.
Right.
Show no
That's
mercy.
gone. Ooh.
Fire support ready.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Finally.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
Ah, it's alright. Off to a new section.
By the way, Miss Charon, how are you so fluid when you move and fight?
Loot. Nice.
Is it because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
Yeah. Have a couple more.
That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed.
Oh, really? Do tell us more. I'm interested. How do your
I
eyes
can't
work?
see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the etheric fluctuations of nearby humans, ethereals, and other objects.
Oh,
I'll pierce right through.
that's interesting.
Backup's here. Yep.
So that's how it works.
I call this ability ether vision.
Oh, makes sense.
Quite the ability! Given your combat style, those eyes must come in handy on the battlefield, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Big guy?
Wait, something's up ahead.
Oh,
There's someone on the ground.
not just a woman.
It
Some dude
smells
too.
like blood.
A man and a woman lie collapsed on the ground with the unmistakable smell of blood emanating from them. Following the source of the scent, you see bullet holes on their bodies. Oh no! Are they still alive? No sense of breathing. Dang it. Their heartbeats and pulses are completely gone, and these two are dead. Cause of death appears to be severe blood loss from long-range gunshot wounds. Time of death, probably within the last 1 to 2 hours, just before we entered the hollow. Which means... Oh, I just noticed that she is saying that, yeah. This isn't just a case of losing contact with our client. Someone's been killing people in the solo. But I don't sense the killer nearby right now. There's still a chance the actor's somewhere in the hollow. Foxy, don't stray from my side. I'll keep you safe. Those two. I really want to take their bodies out of the hollow, but without knowing the killer's whereabouts, moving them would be too risky. Proxy, mark these coordinates. Once we confirm the area is safe, we'll come back to retrieve their bodies. I'm sorry, the ground must be cold. May I rest in peace.
What could have
May
happened?
they rest in
Who
peace.
did this?
Yeesh.
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet, the killer was a sniper, just like me.
The surrounding ether levels have significantly
That's
increased.
problematic.
What's going on?
Yep.
You're in my sights.
Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether nonstop.
Oh. Well, let's get rid of them. Oh,
Sniper's Creed.
okay, a big
One
boy.
shot. Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether.
Huh?
As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
The three-pronged approach.
Hit the core.
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up.
That's not a good situation for us, I would say.
Heron, it'll be dangerous if we keep moving forward.
Adjusting for wind. Understood. These storage tanks are high-risk items manufactured by military-industrial companies. They're rare, even on the black market.
So
Every
perhaps
effort
we
counts.
are dealing with an insider.
Show no
in the
mercy.
military.
Several of these storage tanks appearing in the hollow is a clear sign that our opposition has malicious intentions. This bullet will Let's find a suitable sniping position and disable those ether storage tanks along any mission-critical paths.
Alright.
Time to pin them down.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Please, don't resist.
My ether vision
On,
ability is perfect
almost.
for dealing with such ether-laden objects. Support in position. Let's take care of these leaking tanks to lessen the threat of ethereals on our path. Then we can proceed.
Ouch.
With pleasure.
Woo. Finally. Alright. Take a shot. Press for a single shot when a blue flash appears. Okay. So like this. There we go.
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving. Wait, Charon. I'm detecting 4 life forms up ahead. Let's go take a look.
More people.
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
What's their condition?
Great, that's a relief. Charon, can you confirm their condition?
Confirmed. 1 is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
Oh.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
But we can't help you, buddy.
There must be something we can do. I'll contact a hospital, and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
Karen doesn't respond. She sits beside the dying man, puts out a harmonica and begins to play a soft, familiar melody. The tune echoes through the hollow, heavy with the scent of blood. It's a song recorded on the client's sheet music. As the harmonica's gentle notes fill the air, the dying man stops groaning, simply listening, until his eyes close forever. Oof. Rest in peace, buddy. Oh, man. Huh? What's happening?
Charon, are you okay? Did you get hurt during the fight just now?
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now is one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
Oh.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
We couldn't find him.
The culprit should be gone by now. Charon, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Alright, we got out. Yeesh, but a lot of people had to pay a price. Exhausted and unable to carry any more bodies, you record the coordinates of a few of the corpses. Once this is all over, you should make sure to report them anonymously to the public security. With Karen, you keep your guard up alongside the 3 survivors, eventually arriving at the abandoned metro entrance in front of Ballet Twins. Proxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballet Twins has been abandoned due to the hollow disaster, and no one's likely to be around. Ouch! It's both secluded and safe, making it a perfect place for conversation. There's 3 survivors. Yes, I know. They just escaped from a killer, so we need to check on their injuries and mental well-being. Could one of them be the client? Unfortunately, I don't think so. If they woke up and they saw me, they didn't have any particular reaction. If they were the ones who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognized me to some extent. Roxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator trying to track us or attempting to ambush us. Could you please have a brief conversation with the 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. And to be honest, I think they might. Oh, it's probably just my imagination. I'll get information from them first. Thank you, Proxy. Alright, let's see if we can find anything out about what happened. Oh, Jesus, for a moment I thought I had a nosebleed. Introverted. Take a deep breath. Wait! Weren't those 2 women that we met at Port Albus? That was the mysterious woman, this was the stone woman. Take a deep breath. If your emotions get too intense, the wound might reopen. I still feel like I'm going to throw up. The fear that someone's still trying to shoot me, it just won't go away. You guys okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Did you save us? I'm just about holding up. I'm more or less recovered from the shock. I remember you. You were looking for someone around Port Albus, weren't you? Yes, I knew it. Maybe she was a different woman then. Yes, I think I've seen you before. How embarrassing. I never thought we'd meet again like this. What are your names? My name is Zoe. Who of those 2? Aaron. Just call me Aaron. I guess this is Aaron and this is Zoe. Feeling nauseous again? Yeah. I managed to hold it in. Did you want to ask us something? I have some questions for you. No problem. We'll answer what we can. How did you get kidnapped and taken to the Hollow? For me, you were sightseeing at Port Alps earlier. After that, I was on my way back home, driving along a deserted road when I seemed to hit something. So I got out of the car to check. Just a few seconds after I got out of the car, someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. I still have a bump on the back of my head. You can feel it. Let me take a look. There really is a bump on the back of your head. As for me, I was sitting at home with my friend when someone pried open the lock and tampered with our food or water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. Were we the only 3 rescued from the Hollow? Did you see another woman? Just the 3 of you. Take some time to calm down. Alright, anyway, thank you and your companion. We'd run for your arrival. I don't think the perpetrator would have let us leave so easily. Why are we being targeted? We can't take this anymore. Ugh. Oh. Alright, I'ma let you guys recover. What about the dude? The gentleman? Thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive and out of the Hollow. What's your name? No, me. I'm Jesse. I'm so grateful you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for. Well, I have some questions I want to ask you. questions? Go ahead and ask. Although I really don't want to remember what just happened. You'd saved my life. So, how were you kidnapped and brought to the home? I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me there was a big job I could do, asking me to meet in an alley on 6th Street. I had just arrived at the agreed spot, and was waiting when someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was already in that hollow and my hands and feet were tied. Oh wait, I can continue asking, okay. What did you experience in the hollow? Although I was tied up in the hollow, luckily, I always carry a folded knife with me. I tried to shake the knife out of my pocket and cut the ropes, hoping to escape, especially since the area was filled with ethereals. But suddenly, someone shot at me from the shadows. I was so scared that I quickly dropped the ground to dodge the bullets. They immediately fired several more shots. I had no choice but to run for my life. The maniacs shooting at me. I felt like they never intended to kill me right away. Instead, they seemed to be having fun watching me panic. Every shot scratched me, but none of them were fatal. I just kept dodging the ethereals and the sniper, running for my life. In the end, I finally managed to hide in a place with fewer ethereals. The maniac shot a tranquilizer into my thigh. I quickly passed out again. After that, I woke up for the second time to you all around me. Alright. Takes some time to calm down though. Is that all you wanted to ask? Well, anyway, thank you all. If you had come any later, I think all three of us would have been killed by that maniac. And there's still that fourth person who died. After a brief check of the three survivors, you share what you've learned with Karen. She then calls the three over.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask.
Oh?
Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the defense force, but now I'm just
Soldier.
working a regular desk job at a private company.
Let me guess,
Don't
they
let
were
that
all
fool you, though.
soldiers.
I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internaut information broker. I'm still pretty new at it though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
Okay, not at the minute.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the defense force, but
Oh.
now I'm unemployed.
Two in the
Actually,
military?
I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
I don't think we've seen that
If I
person.
recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day?
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
But Yeah.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But
Mm-hmm.
Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Oh.
Well, that's...
That sounds to me like a yes.
I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories
would
from my
explain
time
why
there
you would
that
have a
I'd
knife
rather
with him
forget.
at all times.
I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impera Squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really
Well?
remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
I guess
Thank
we
you
found a
all for the
reason.
information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
The 3 survivors exchange confusing glances before shaking their heads at Karen. I guess
You're
not.
not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for, male or female, what they look
That
like.
we do not know.
Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me. You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person? Maybe.
I guess.
I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
That's true.
Of
Gotta watch out
course.
on that one.
Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
Ouch. We return to random playing with Karen. Even after questioning those 3 survivors, the clues we have so far are still insufficient. Insufficient. There we go. Our goal is to find the missing client. Right now, we only know that he was likely kidnapped by the perpetrator. But we have no idea who the perpetrator is, or where they went. Karen, do you have any ideas? I think the other proxy is right. The information the 3 survivors provided is limited. With our current information, it's hard to deduce where we should go next to find the client. Our clues have run dry, but we still get something out of it. At least we now know some characteristics of the perpetrator. A sadistic sniper with a grudge against the Defense Force. They're meticulous in planning, avoid open confrontations, and are obsessed with committing crimes in the Hollow. With these characteristics and the Hollow coordinates, we might be able to deduce the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed the kidnapped victims. But that would take quite a lot of time. Yes, and while we're narrowing down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. Sharon seems somewhat agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence, just as you are about to accept reality and start organizing The current clues to narrow down the search. The door to the video store suddenly opens. Shepard! Someone's here. Bell. I think it's Shepard. He's at the counter. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us. Proxy, let's talk to him first. Alright, let's see what's up. He looks a bit down. You bring Shepard to a room where you can talk.
Phaethon, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Mm-hmm.
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We are still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for yourself.
Shepard shows you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location on Knock Knock. There were no other messages. Oh.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
Feels
We've been
like
chasing dead
the
ends with
client is the
absolutely no
perpetrator.
clues. And now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just a disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Shepard hurries out again. We turn to Karen, who seems unsettled. Has she held back the full truth from Shepard to avoid having the search handed off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
It's okay. But why?
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
Alright. But what if it's
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan.
Man.
They were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
If we're still alive, could there really be no trace of them after all these years? My gaze toward you seems to convey such a question. And thinking about how you're also searching for your teacher, it doesn't seem all that hard to understand. We're in the same boat.
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
Alright. Invitation to kill. Are we still in the first story piece of it? It's definitely a different structure. There seems to be one more mission that we have to do after this one. Since we can get 9 of those
I'll help you win.
things.
The lunch is on you.
I only handle tech. Need some tech support?
Annoying that we can't take
Let
any
patrol
bad
mode
boosts at
activated.
Looks like there's something here. Is this a communicator?
I can't tell, dang it. Oh.
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
How mysterious. Why would it be there?
Communicator here? It doesn't look like it was randomly left behind.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which
So
means
it
it was
has
only
roots.
placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Ah, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Liar Squad?
Liar Squad? What's that? Wait, who are you?
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see,
Why?
I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name is next.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the Hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
A deal, perhaps? Karen suddenly dodges to the side, raises her gun and fires, using her body to shield ears. The next instant, a bullet flies past her. Dang it!
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. You seem to have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to
I
using
think
force.
Karen is better at
Now
sniping than
that's
her.
the spirit. If you're looking for someone, why not search the Hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course.
Ah, easy.
And I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
OG. OG.
Yeah.
Oh. Just in time. Oh, that's a neat looking
Watch out for Grim
sneaker.
Vulture taking shots from afar.
The enemy is ambushing.
Is there nothing we can do?
Easy work.
See her shoot? Or is she too far away? see what... I guess we can't actually
Increase
see
firepower.
Yeah!
Fire support ready.
Yep. Huh?
Can't wait to find out who she is. Well,
I
we
found a
should
box.
be kind of uncovered for now.
Something feels off about it.
Strange, eye-catching box. I mean, it does catch the eye. Why is there a box all alone over here? A rather creepy box. Creepy. Alright. It's giving off an unsettling stench. I have a bad feeling that opening it would be asking for trouble. Oh man. You glance at Karen beside you, who is falling silent. Clearly, she's having the same feeling. Right now she's hesitating about whether to open this box. Karen, wait, don't open it. Karen opened the box anyway. Bloodstained, tattered military cap, carelessly crumbled and stuffed in the corner of the box. Though the owner's identity remains unknown, the message it conveys can only mean one thing: death. Don't touch what's in the box. Karen reaches out and picks up the military cap from the box. Her fingers tracing its shape, her lips tremble. I'm okay. Proxy. My senses of touch. My sense of touch isn't deceiving me. This appears to be the outfit of my former teammate. My former teammate wore. Or a replica of it. So, this is the surprise game Vulture mentioned. I see now. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Karen goes silent, yet as she chambers another round, you can sense her hands trembling slightly, while her grip grows even stronger.
You still remember what's inside the box, right?
Oh.
Your loyal teammate's cap, the one Styx always wore.
Oh no.
Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you. He took his own life. Now it wasn't much different from being offed by ethereals.
Why?
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Let's test your metal.
Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in ether crystals. His core was almost fully formed.
The verdict.
That's...
Show no mercy.
He didn't want to become an ethereal, so he raised the cannon he was oh so proud of, with just one last shell inside.
Who begins?
You're in my sights.
Said goodbye to this
The
world.
three-pronged approach.
Don't
Guess
hesitate.
it's a better way to go away than
Obliterated
turning
both
into an
his
ethereal.
core and his heart.
Great timing.
Support in position.
Any thoughts on the way he kicked the bucket? Did you like it? Do you think I made the whole thing up? Or did it really happen?
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Hit the core. Shut up.
I feel like we will find more
I don't know who you are,
objects of her
but you'll pay
teammates.
for insulting him.
Have a couple more.
Fire support ready.
Oh, wanna kill me? Then come.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of it.
Alright, let's get rid of him. There we go.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
Another box. The second box emanates an ominous aura. That unsettling stench seems to warn you that its contents, just like the previous box, will give you an absolutely wretched experience. James' breathing grows heavy. She stands still for several seconds, seemingly trying to control her emotional turmoil. Karen, don't push yourself. Finally, she opens the box. A pair of blood-stained, tattered military gloves lie twisted in the center of the box. It's clear that whoever placed them here hadn't just tossed them in carelessly. They had been deliberately arranged with malicious intent. Karen picks up the gloves, once again feeling their contours and icy touch. Her lips turn pale. Just as I thought. These are from one of my squad mates too. Heron. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Following this route should lead us to Grimvalge's hideout. I'm fine. But clearly not. Karen picks up her weapon again, but there's an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice.
Acheron's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves are stylish.
Hold again.
Such a pity. In the end, both her hands were missing. Oh, don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Hesitate.
Huh?
Such beautiful hands that they could no longer hold it. Ethereal's gnawed off her arm, and part of her leg as well.
Holy shit.
Tread carefully.
But she still had some backbone. She stood tall, even in death.
Combat.
Great timing.
It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful flower will wither without protection, won't it?
Engaging head on.
Oh man.
Come in.
That's not looking good.
Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
Understood.
Got you covered. How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse? This bullet will reach its mark.
Round them up.
I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do. I'll pierce right through.
Definitely do some damage on this guy too.
Huh?
Ooh, good reaction. Hurry up then. I've got one final surprise location for you.
Oh no.
Perfectly lined
Not
up.
another one.
I'm sure you figured out the route to get to me. That's right. The surprise is at the end of the road.
Get behind me.
Ouch. Ouch.
Evasive formation. Dodge.
You walked right into this one.
Support in position.
Yep.
This is hard for
You're in
them.
my sights.
Oh shit.
Adjusting for wind.
Easy work. Huh?
I'll take point.
You ready?
Show no mercy.
Round them up.
Better not get shocked.
Do the damage.
Every effort counts.
I'll pierce right
Have
through.
a couple more.
Yep.
Still need to get
Increased
some better
firepower.
materials for my characters, cause
Huh?
the amount of damage I'm doing is
Show no
not
mercy.
good.
Support in position.
The three-pronged approach.
Alright. Whew, at least I'm getting some loot for that.
Here we go.
Oh, please only easy enemies.
Sure.
I'll pierce right through.
Yep.
You're in
Come on, buddy. Yeah. There's still a third box. He grabbed Karen's hand, trying to stop her from opening it, but she lifts the box lid almost mechanically. The third box contains a blood-stained corner of clothing and a severely damaged piece of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Karen picks them up, her trembling fingers feeling their shapes. She doesn't speak, neither about the plans for pursuing Grim Vulture, nor about which of her companions these items belong to. Until the communicator in our hands rings again with Grim Vulture's voice. Oh.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloodied fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering
So actually
gear
two
stained with
people.
Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Karen's face turns deathly pale. She suddenly picks up the bloodied items from the box. Dang it. Oh.
Enough already! Using her squad mates? Her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Why?
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her
What?
comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
A surge of rage threatens to drown all thoughts. Just as you're about to retort, a crisp gunshot rings out. Karen shouts. Shot is clean, decisive, carrying an unmistakable intent to kill, but from the response.
Oh, a decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
Oh,
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were little more than a hollow shell before, but now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
Karen and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act.
That's not actually the
Why are you
case
so
from
fixated on
what
Karen?
we know, I think.
Just because she used to be in the defense force, she has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero. Obviously, her squad mates, the members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's
See her own proxy?
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? Huh. You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
She's gonna say that
My
she's in a
I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself, because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
Oh. Karen stands there, speechless. Grimwald's relentless verbal abuse. Assault has clearly struck home. The little car that had briefly
Giving up
turned
already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
That won't happen. Because she's not a coward.
Charon is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek. Someone who'd play music to console a dying soul, despite the pain in their eyes, is anything but a coward. At the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
Oh.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Let's get out of here.
When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
With no hope of a counterattack, you practically dragged Charon, turning to run towards the fissure that had escaped Grimwald's notice. Just as the bullet is about to strike, you managed to escape through the fissure. Ooh. And after that, we gotta head inside one last time. You escape from the hollow and return to the video store, bringing along Charon, who's lost all will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagined, repeatedly touching her eyes.
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
You're definitely not fine.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
What happened back then?
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, Our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into Ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an Ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness.
So that's how that happened.
I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious. Eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force. Left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
We'll stick with you to the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now,
We
the
will
best
help
thing you
all
can
the
do is
way.
trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then, the phone rings.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before?
Right.
They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
Uh-oh.
So, they're not
Free
trying to
fire
lure us
for
into
the
a hollow
culture.
this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
Of course. The official commencement of the Remembrance Day has been scheduled for tomorrow morning, meaning ordinary citizens still cannot freely enter Scott Outpost today. Under arrangements, Karen spent the night at the store the next morning. Well, we'll be heading to the outpost with Karen soon. Did you sleep well last night? I slept well. I'm glad to hear that. After everything we've been through, it's good you're well rested. Oh, Karen is already waiting for you in the parking lot. I wonder how she's feeling now. Please take good care of her, Belle. Leave it to me. I hope she's doing alright-ish. Good morning, Proxy. Did you sleep well last night? Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in front of you yesterday. I think I've gotten my mood back in order now. It seems I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry. I think I'm still struggling to process the sadness and unease. I'm not sure where I should go from here. Take your time to unravel your confusion. Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all the hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today we're attending Remembrance Day as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapons. I suppose Grim Vulture wouldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside a military stronghold. Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe we should be able to find new clues. You arrive at Scott Outpost with Karen. Many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Karen has been acting a bit strange. Proxy, can we explore this place later? Huh? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Alright. Let's see it. It seems like there are some familiar faces here. It'd be nice to meet them. I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, they should be the family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them. Try reaching out to them. You'll have to face them sooner or later, won't you? I know, but I'll be there for you. And it's a deal. I will go and talk to them. Proxy, you don't have to say anything. Just stay by my side and give me the courage to speak. It feels a bit different. You okay, man? Widowed man? You're looking rather drunk, buddy. Not a nice place to be drunk. Oof. Oh? What's up with those two? I miss Master. You do too, right? Don't worry, Master just went somewhere far away with the other soldiers. I'll take good care of you while Master's away, and take you on walks every day. Alan. Are you Alan? Akaron's brother? How did you know? Who are you? Wait, your eye cover So, you're Acheron's soul-surviving teammate. I remember you. Met once after the fall of the old capital. And after that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plushie. It's Acheron's favorite plushie. She always kept it in the most prominent spot in her room. I brought it along here, as if bringing my sister's shadow to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. You don't need to apologize. I still remember one time when my sister came home excitedly, telling me that a shy new girl had joined the squad. The girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. It was the happiest I'd ever seen her. To her, you were a presence that inspired admiration and a desire not to fall behind. The beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. You don't have to apologize to me. If my sister were here, she would surely say the same thing. Please, don't mind me too much. The Defense Force has made a lot of preparations for this Remembrance Day event. Please take your time here. Alright. And do we also see someone from before? Not... I think her? Would she know? Sita. Oh. Wait a moment. That eye cover. The blonde hair. Could you be my husband's Stig's teammate? Stig's. Are you Mrs. Sally, Stig's wife? Yes, my daughter and I came to attend Remembrance Day. The last time I saw you was right after the fall of the old capital. I never expected to see you again here today. Your daughter. Is this your daughter, Sita? Mom, who is she? Sita, this is your dad's comrade from the Defense Force. Every time he went to the battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him? Comrade? If that's so, why didn't you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? Why did you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Sita! I'm sorry. I couldn't protect him. I'm sorry. Don't listen to what Sita's saying. She doesn't understand. We've never blamed you. Please don't say that. Sita, you can't say such hurtful things. Apologize right now. Why would I apologize? She survived, but my dad didn't. Is that the truth? If it weren't for abandoning him, Dad could have come back safely. Enough. You don't know what happened back then. Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologize to you later. I need to explain to her what really happened. I'm really sorry. Please, don't let us keep you. I'm gonna explore the Remembrance Day event now for now. Please remember, all your comrades, including my husband, would want you to see the hope they left behind. Oof. And who's that? Ethan. My son, can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs and feet are fine. I just miss you so much. Excuse me. Are you Cocutus' mother, Ethan? Oh, you are... Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in the military camp after the fall of the old city. You're Cocutus' teammate, one of the survivors. I've been wanting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been, but I've never heard from you. I didn't expect to meet you here at Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. Mrs. Caesar, is your health still... I'm in good health, fortunately. Everything is fine. Although I'm the only one left in the family, the pension from the government is enough, and I still have some years in me. And I'm sorry, Cocytus, child. You don't need to apologize. My son may appear carefree on the surface, but he's always felt so much pressure. One day, he suddenly told me that he had found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. How could I possibly blame you, someone who helped my son? It's such a blessing, you, a kind-hearted person, are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Mrs. Caesar, Child, don't worry about me. Since you're here for Remembrance Day, take your time to walk around and look around. I hope you find something meaningful. To your surprise, many relatives of deceased Lyra Squad members are here for the Remembrance Day event. Is this really just a coincidence? As you ponder this question,
Miss,
dang it. Oh, there,
I'm
and she's saying
sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the Ethereals, maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son?
Ethel, Cocytus used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister, and I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There was no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the defense force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was looking for.
Oh. After 4 family members paid their respects and left, they continued touring on Remembrance Day. Aaron stood there in a daze, seemingly having understood something. At that moment, a sound came from the open space in front of the outpost. It seemed someone had stepped in onto the podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium, preparing to listen to the person's speech. Oh, it's so. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, It should be time for a representative of retired Defense Force veterans to give a speech. Looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned. Proxy, could we go over and listen to the speech for a moment? Alright.
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's got medals after all. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere.
True, I
Didn't
thought
they
they
come?
would come too.
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
The speech is met with a wave of prolonged applause. Yet amidst the claps, the drops hand experience darkness. What? She says silent, waiting for the applause to fade before lifting her gaze and scanning the crowd.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught.
Wait, is so
the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible for their deaths?
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain. That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day.
I don't agree.
Oh?
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope can be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
Zoe exits the venue without sparing a single glance back, leaving the audience and defense force in a state of confusion. Karen looks thoughtfully in the direction of the disappearance.
What do you think, Proxy?
Yeah, something is
was
off.
Definitely off about her just now. And the things she said, I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Yep. Just as she finished the sentence, the phone rings again. Shepard appears on the screen as you answer the video call. He seems panicked and anxious to speak.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
A location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end to all this.
Well.
Charon, what's your plan? With everything that's happened,
Finish it.
no matter what you choose, I'll stay by your side till the very end.
Karen doesn't answer right away. Instead, she takes out her harmonica and looks down at it as if she's trying to decide. In the end, she tucks her harmonica away.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages. It's time to put an end to this. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
Alright. You leave the Remembrance Day event with Karen, and return to the video store. She cleans her fire multiple times and keeps adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin. Proxy, thank you for accompanying me this far. In the upcoming battle, Grim Vulture has likely already set up a stage filled with traps. We may need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Do you have any strategy in mind, Karen? To be honest, there isn't a fully viable strategy. The opponent is a sniper and can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging in advance. Entering the battlefield pre-prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it It's foreseeable that she will continuously occupy elevated sniper positions, relentlessly targeting us, while we will have very few opportunities to land a hit on her. Wouldn't that mean we'd be easy prey? Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, the one who fails to secure the best vantage point or exposes their position is always the loser. But I believe there's still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper. I'm not sure where that impatience comes from, but that pride is definitely something we can turn against her. I believe she would never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniping skills. If I cannot match her at a critical moment, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instant she exposes a weakness. Proxy. This is the strategy I've chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I will surpass her and make the strategy succeed. To win this battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust your back to me, Proxy. I need you as my companion to support me. Alright. You have to do the same then, Karen. Entrust your back to me as well. Yes, I will. I will protect you, so please also provide me with your guidance. Alright. Kissing Rain. Let's do this. The final piece of this story.
Did you call me?
I only handle technical practice is vital.
So be it.
Whew.
Charon, look!
Here we are.
Another communicator.
Oof, the weather.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartes, and Impera Squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you. It turns out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. While I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before for me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
Oh.
You really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture! Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with New Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
Damn.
That suits me
Getting all
just
military
fine.
now.
A sniper should let the gun
And we're gonna do it.
make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice.
I guess.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know. Nox, Cartus, Impura, and many other squads.
Ambushing.
Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat?
Yes, we already know about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous? Our lives were regarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
Oh. Listen, let's look at for a moment. That's yikes.
So, when I killed them, I employed the same method.
Oh. What move is that?
The dozen or so people I captured vote on who I should kill first. You wouldn't believe how funny it was.
Nice. Yep. She
Jesse
definitely
and Aaron,
got a few.
do you have them too?
screws.
Or are they already?
You still care about them? Or should I say... It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Go!
Why not leave their face hanging as an unsolved mystery?
Assist.
Hmm.
Normally that's more
Not
suspenseful, right?
Yeah. Justice is...
In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insights spilling out, you'll see that you don't have.
What?
Great timing.
Supporting position.
Yeesh.
Wouldn't it be more exciting
insights
to wait
won't
until then to reveal the answer?
look out, I guess. That won't happen.
Those two morons are so stupid. Oh, it's hilarious. I pretended to fit in a little, and
Engaging. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
One kill.
Huh? Fire support.
They had their guard up, but they never thought to watch out for me. It's no surprise they retreated back then. Bunch of good-for-nothing idiots.
Come on, stupid doggo. There we go. Only the small fries left.
In position. I'll pierce right through. I'll take point. Ether vision activate. I'm here.
I'll show but no go.
The wind and rain are picking up.
Positions are changed. I forgot to check for loot.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave, don't you think? No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
But that won't happen.
Woohoo! By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be your cold
Nobody knows. That won't happen with us
you remember
around.
the weather on the day the old capital fell?
Also rain.
It wasn't heavy rain like now, but the sky just
Oh.
both your teammates and mine. They all perished in a place like this.
Oh,
Now that I
oh,
think
okay, I see.
I guess I'm actually doing something good.
Huh? And that would be...
Because if I let you and your teammates die here, maybe you'll be reunited. Aww.
Alright, that's the wrong way to think.
Part of the hollow in one go. Ah! Such determination deserves praise! Now, it's time for the final showdown we agreed on. But...
Supporting position.
But... Guess I gotta beat this thing.
Foolish is the only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
That's not how it works with a sniper battle.
The three-pronged approach.
I prepared a little gift for you.
Ah, how nice of you. Yeah, that's quite the expensive gift.
Material by abducting and corrupting a high-ranking officer.
What? Oh.
Following orders.
It wasn't easy luring
Rest in
it here.
peace, my guy, but I gotta take you down.
As for me, I'll watch you from above, waiting for the moment to slip up. Then I'll put a bullet right through your heart.
Consequences.
Recalibrating.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Hit the core.
Ooh, I feel like
Cross
this
the
hurt
line
my
and you get
bit.
shot.
Still working on being halfway there. Wait, was I actually able to see her for a
My
moment?
bullets are one with the wind. Fire support ready.
Hooligans.
Supporting position.
Ooh, she's actually almost dead. Not cool.
Round them up.
Time to pin them down.
Perfectly lined up.
This is your requiem.
Ooh, that was a good amount of damage.
Justice is
Using
served.
her ultimate really quick. And then switching. You can actually see her! Oh,
Commence.
I knew I saw something. Ouch. Oh, she's actually gun on health too.
Increase firepower.
Ouch. Oh, close one.
Yep.
Oh.
Ether vision activate. You're in my...
Oh, holy moly.
Sniper's Creed.
Way too
One
close
shot,
to me
one
right
kill.
now. Both of them are almost dead.
Position.
Only my snooper is basically fit as a sport shoe. Uh-oh. Oh no, not this shit. Ooh.
Adjusting for wind.
Yep.
I'll pierce right through.
Grab a couple more.
The target's weary.
Yes.
Let's test your meta.
Pretty, aren't they?
Oh, man, that's gonna be so tough.
Caught
Shit,
you
I should
red-handed.
have saved that one up for when I'm able to stun him again. Wait.
Ether vision activate.
Oh. Those attacks are way too close for my face.
Fire support ready.
Oh, ultimate.
Every
Yes,
effort
help me, ultimate.
counts.
Yep.
This bullet
Come
will
on,
reach its
you almost
mark.
got this thing stunned again too.
Time to pin him down.
Evade. Evade. Evade! Shit, we lost Jingy. Not good.
I'll pierce right through. Quick shot.
Surprisingly, Grace got a bit more HP than I thought she
The
has.
melody of combat.
I'm surprised. Oh. That's a problem.
Adjusting for wind. You're cornered. Increase firepower.
Oh, gee, that's my pet now. Yeah. No.
Recalibrating.
Just grinding down the HP bar like that, very slowly. Did I do the trick? No? No, I thought for a moment.
The melody of combat.
Ouch. Ouch.
Adjusting for wind. Can't catch me. You're cornered. Target locked.
Almost got it actually. Uh-oh.
Ether vision at
also
Sniper's
going
Creed.
down soon.
One shot, one kill.
No? Okay, decent amount of damage.
That was easy.
Move! Move! Oh! Please!
Adjusting for wind.
Hold out just a bit more. Hold out just a little while longer. Yes! Oh! Yes, it's did. Oh. It's time for the final sniper battle.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
She changed her motion. She's concentrating.
The wind. It's shifting.
Oh?
I I won't fall for your distractions so easily.
Let me get. Oh, smart.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Wait, what?
Karen? No. Wake up! Karen!
The chest.
What's this?
Oh, the harmonic. Holy shit, that still must have hurt a lot. After the gunshot, the hollow falls silence once more, leaving only the countless biting raindrops attempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozes from the wounds.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
But
your
you
prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal, but I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving. And if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me.
So she saved her.
I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow.
Holy shit, that's...
You already know what happened afterward.
She just dropped the bomb.
It didn't take long for you to leave the defense force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family. If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the Hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the Hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Yeah, probably.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it,
Saving
of course.
more
But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar. Yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. But you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. The villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Karen doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Grimwalcher, picks up the bullet-marked harmonica and begins playing a melody titled Homecoming. Damn, I'm surprised that thing still works. The melody briefly takes over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Grimwalcher as she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in a final moment.
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life, but in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin, but if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing, My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really?
So.
So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
The melody of homecoming plays on as the girl endures the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonica's note rise above the sound of the rain. Dang it. Yeah, I'm accept that I only got one of those. Probably will try again once I got better stuff. You rescue the kidnapped people, leave the hollow, anonymously report things to public security, and update the Shepherd on the situation. This series of tasks that need to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet the client with Shepherd, you receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Proxy, you've arrived at the port. According to Shepherd, he, the client, and the rescued Jesse and Aaron should all be here. Let's go talk to them. Sharon, why do you seem... Is something bothering? Proxy, noticed. Though we defeated Grim Vulture, I still can't seem to let go. Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waited for her sight to clear, and then resumed sniping. If she had done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take an action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She still chose to engage in a shootout with me despite the blind spot. Doesn't this just prove your strategy was a success? But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led me into? I would find a way to break a trap and create an opportunity for a reversal. And she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I had truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention. Her feelings must have been very complicated. Probably. Proxy, you told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the park, standing by the trash can on the wooden pier, gazing out at the sea. What was she thinking about back then, I want to know? About pollution. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the client together. He's still alive and hasn't become another of Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, it may not bring the hope I've longed for. I still want to face him. Alright, let's go. On that... I was about to say on that small boat, nope, but it's on the pier. Who are you? Nathan, oh.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get, not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years. But it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture. Even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Nathan rummages through his jacket pocket and takes out a slightly worn tape. Damn, 128 GB, not bad. Tape from Layer Squad, discovered by Nathan, Lethy's younger brother. Its long, sealed recording sparked a series of events that would follow. Years have passed, and while the tape's surface shows somewhere, the audio within remains pristine, as crystal clear as if it was recorded just yesterday.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
Maybe it was a recording before it ended. But with us?
Wait, with us? I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Nathan takes a step back. Sharon looks at you, her lips seeming to tremble slightly. Gently hold her head, feeling the warmth and strength in her palm. She presses the play button. What will we hear?
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. I mean, Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethy. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted, but he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine, no need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica, and the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us.
The real
Time
Charon.
flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday, you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
The cassette player plays a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, as though it were recorded just yesterday, and the music fades, the tape goes silent. Then...
Roxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Yes. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting. So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
Partially turning into ethereals. After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with Karen at Pod Elpis, letting the sea breeze wash you over. You don't say a word, because you both know it'll be over really soon.
Proxies. No. Wise. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately because of some personal matters. But meeting you has felt somehow comforting. Don't you think, Belle?
Yeah. We've learned a lot from
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least, it's brought us clarity. I guess our wills have always been aligned, haven't they?
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
No, why would we want to do that?
You don't have to tell me right now.
At the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
And that new goal? What is it?
Your new goal? Are you going to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true codename, or lean on each other too much.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No, we might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
Yeah.
To be honest, after
start
facing
of
an
the
enemy
career.
as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet, that feeling, we're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
Without a second thought of hesitation, Karen takes hold of each of your hands and brings them together at her chest. Oh.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
I would say that's a deal.
Yes, it's a promise.
I mean, it clearly
We'll meet
happened.
again, Charon.
Watch the woman who passes with Karen walk further and further away. The Defense Force soldier waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back.
Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base.
Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Oval Squad. As for my codename, Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
There we have it. Things have come to an end. Well, Do you think we'll ever see Karen again? For sure. And that's what we did. Yeah, I hope so too. We must grow, get stronger, and gain greater power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her, then we must... hear her real codename. Exactly. However, after hearing about the connection between Karen and Grimvulture, I can't help but feel a bit sad. Two people with the same fate ended up walking completely different paths, becoming enemies. This kind of showed me like how the butterfly effect is. You have that side and that side, and basically that showed you the outcome of either sides, I guess. Well, if you also encounter enemies who once experienced the same fate, but now walk completely different paths with opposing goals, forced to be enemies, what would you choose to do? Would seek mutual understanding with them, or defeat them both and command the It really sounds like something you'd say there. If that time ever comes, let's seek mutual understanding with the other party together. Patients should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I'm feeling a bit tired. You must feel the same, right, Belle? We'll get more and more commissions from the Shepherd from now on. How about we take a short break while we can? Alright. And with that, I guess we have finished the story. Yeah. That definitely hit hard. Oh, there's another thing. Tactics. Oh, I haven't done that one yet. Alright. Well, let's see if we are lucky enough to get her. I doubt it. But one can still hope. And the hope was misplaced, but 4 ace. Oh. Well, with that I should be able to get some quills in together. Let me check. Is it enough for 10? Oh, not quite. Oh man. Ooh, but we can do this. Nothing special. And this. Not. Well, on that note, I guess we're ending it here. Whew. That story gives me quite a lot to think about. To be honest, I think my brain is still processing what happened right now. Everything. It was a bit darker, but I still enjoyed the story. It gave us a bit more background on what happened to Trigger and what she had to go through. And what can happen to someone if he chooses the other path. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And I hope we will see us again in the next stream. And until then, I wish you all a good rest of the Sunday and a good start into the week. Bye bye.